Every time a World Cup penalty shootout ends, millions of people say the same thing. What a lottery! What a way to decide a game! It comes down to luck in the end. They are wrong, completely wrong, and the data proves it. Penalty shootouts have been studied more than almost any other moment in sport. Psychologists, statisticians, and coaches have spent decades analyzing every single shootout at every major tournament. And what they found changes everything you think you know about that moment. The player who scores is not lucky. The player who misses is not unlucky. Both outcomes were shaped by decisions made before the ball was ever kicked. Most of them made hours, days, and sometimes weeks before the match even began. Here is the first thing the data shows. Confidence before the kick matters more than technique during the kick. Players who walk to the spot slowly, with their head down, miss significantly more often than players who walk quickly with their eyes forward. The body is already telling the goalkeeper where the ball is going before the run-up even starts. Goalkeepers who study this know exactly what to watch for. The direction of the kick is decided on average 0.2 seconds before the player strikes the ball. The goalkeeper has to dive before that decision is made, which means the goalkeeper cannot react to the kick. They can only predict it. And prediction is not luck. It is psychology, pattern recognition, and preparation. Teams that prepare specifically for penalties win shootouts significantly more often than teams that treat it as a last resort nobody wants to think about. England famously avoided penalty practice for decades because their managers believed thinking about it created anxiety. They lost shootout after shootout. When they finally changed their approach under Gareth Southgate and began specific penalty preparation, they started winning them. The goalkeeper's role is even more fascinating. Research shows that goalkeepers save significantly more penalties when they stay in the center of the goal slightly longer before diving. Most goalkeepers dive early into a corner based on a gut instinct. The ones who wait, who study the striker's body language and eye movement, save more. It is not luck. It is information processed under pressure. There is also a sequence effect in shootouts that most people never notice. The team that shoots first wins the shootout significantly more often. Studies put the advantage of shooting first at between 60 and 65%. It is a psychological advantage. Every kick the second team takes is under the pressure of potentially falling behind. The first team kicks without that immediate consequence on every single attempt. So when the captain wins the toss before a shootout, that decision is worth more than most people realize. Choosing to go first is not superstition. It is strategy backed by data. The mental state of the player in the 5 seconds before the run-up determines more than anything else. Not the technique, not the power, not even the direction. The mental state. Players who have a clear routine, a specific number of steps, a fixed focal point, a breathing pattern, convert at a significantly higher rate than players who approach the spot without a system. Cristiano Ronaldo's penalty routine is the same every single time. 3 steps back, 2 steps to the side, pause, run. The routine removes the moment of decision from the moment of execution. The brain has already done the thinking. The body just follows the pattern it has rehearsed hundreds of times. The penalty shootout is not a lottery. It is a test of preparation, psychology, and process under the most extreme pressure in football. The teams and players who treat it that way win more often. The teams and players who leave it to fate lose more often. And that is not luck. That is cause and effect. The game has not changed. You have. Welcome to FIFASect.